So it slides in, does everything it should.
You are now watching the 2025 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. It is 6 degrees out right now. I think it was low of -5. Water to my house froze this morning, so I got to get that going again. It freezes where it goes into the ground out of the milk room. The milk room is 35 degrees, but the ground must just get that cold. Kenworth is home. Kenworth is plugged in right now. Kenworth needs to go in the shop. We need to fix the PTO, so I got to get some parts this morning. 7520 is plugged in because that's got to come out, and it's on the battery charger. So we got to go back to Aaron's shop, clean up our mess, and then come back here. I got to grab the heater. That's my big thing. Put that in the milk room. So I got water again in my house. We forgot to let it keep dripping the faucet overnight, so self-inflicted. But we'll get it. Always do, right? So Kenworth made it home, but we got some things to do to it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, it's been plugged in for a little bit. We got some parts coming. Cooks has what I need left for the truck. It's absolutely filthy right now. I know needs a bath, but it ain't getting one at 6 degrees, so everything can freeze. But we got to do a little work on it. So it's been plugged in. It's cold. Bowers Deer is real cold. Plugging it in definitely made it a lot nicer. I agree. We got to get to a place where everything can be lined up, plugged in. So I'm gonna get the 7520 out. We're gonna get this backed in, get the PTO working right. $7520 has the battery charger on it. Green, good to go. And it's also plugged in. Is that light still on? I don't know if that light is on. It's got to be on because the battery charger's lit up. It's still pretty cold. Okay, so I noticed something. 27's never been plugged in. Plugged it in, started sparking, wire's junk. So, yeah, I might just put the battery charger on this after. Let it sit for a little while. This one fired up finally. Okay, there we go. Got some deliveries coming in today, so I figured I'd just clean up the driveway a little bit. Most of the snow just blows around. I don't know if I'm doing it any good or not. We gotta get some sand and spread it on this hill. It's just gonna freeze. Bit cleaned up. At least get the snow off. Here comes the county. Pushing back banks, windrest. Got the PTO out. I'm gonna look at this a little bit. I don't know if I wasn't in all the way or if something was off a little bit, but overall it does what it's supposed to do. And I did recheck it, so we're not pulling the pump out because we got what we need up there. But here, there we go.
This was not, it was like halfway engaged, like it didn't come out all the way. But if you take, so it slides in, does everything it should. So I'm wondering if I didn't have something right, or if that spring to return it's not set right, or something's stuck in it. So we'll double check it, but that's good. We don't have to take the whole pump back off. I thought I checked it. I had the dial indicator and everything else, and it was happy. So makes me feel better. I was a little nervous. I figured it out. There's a piece from the old transmission stuck underneath it. Even though I cleaned it out and everything, I can slightly see it, and it won't move all the way back, and it struggles to turn, and it shouldn't be that way. So we got to get that piece out of there. Now it makes sense. That's it. See, it doesn't want to slide back by itself. Right now, it should spring back because there's a spring on it. We just got to get that. I don't know. Well, we're gonna go. I think they dropped everything off at Aaron's shop because that's where I was yesterday. They thought the truck was still there, the delivery guy. But I got a new gasket for this, even though we just put one on. Doing it right. We got fresh oil. I did flush it through because we had the cap open. We had all on the bottom of the PTO, even though we cleaned everything out. So it's a cost. But and we got coolant for it. Fuel man showing up. I don't know if it's a good call or a bad call. I'm hoping that fuel prices go down sooner than later here, and we can keep living our lives nicely, you know. But yeah, I gotta stay warm in the house and gotta keep some things moving. Cook Brothers out delivering, making it happen. So they brought me what I needed. We'll go get that put back together. I do have shims for the future for PTO, in case we ever come across that again. But yeah, hopefully not. Letting the new oil get warmed up. This is what came out of it. Granted, it should be brand new. That haze because of me. But it's probably not a bad thing we changed it. Yes, it should be perfect and everything else like that. Little piece of metal there. I don't want to dump it back in. And usually you don't change oil on something brand new like that right away. But now we're golden. I can tell right away. Well, if I press on here and you can hear it engage. So you can hear it whine if it's not stopped. There, so it's engaged. Yep. We're gonna give it a run down the road, see how it shifts now, see if I like it, or if we gotta switch the shifters out. But oh yeah, that's so much better now that it's not engaged. So I went from one low to one high. Yeah, we got coolant in it. I think it should be good. Maybe we'll give it a little rinse down. It's not ideal, but I gotta put some miles on it before we put quite a few miles on it, so. Yeah, we had fuel get delivered today, and FedEx or UPS delivered something today, so doing pretty good. Well, that was successful. Yes, we didn't actually wash it though. car wash was closed, which is kind of cold. So that was very successful. Makes it a whole lot better. I'm very pleased. Ran good, ran really well. So it's only up from here, right? It is so cold out that it is freezing faster than they can drink what they need. So, well, what they want. But just broke like 4 inches of ice in there. They're working on it. But I would pull the chunks of ice out. What's up, Reba? It's good to see Hamla's up here with Norman hanging out. Here, I will get that ice out. Well, they're all eating. The littles are eating. Got the water filled right up for them. Probably have to come out later. It's now 8:30. And break it again so that they got water all night. So my water actually froze this morning. And Yanko is so obsessed with it. I think there is rat. Hey, did you move that post? Get out of here. Come on. Oh, you can see something's dripping. Uh-oh. That's our issue right there. Did it crack? Yes, this should all be insulated, but clearly I think it cracked when it froze earlier. This electrical box I don't believe is being used for anything. Yeah. But it's dripping down in there, so tomorrow what we got to do is get a new... I don't think I have a 90, otherwise I'd do it right now. Uh-oh, that made it worse. Stop touching it. It's dripping down there, and there's a hole in the floor where I think it freezes. So I got the water going in the house. In here has become a mess because you keep pulling all the insulation pile apart looking for things, right? But heat's on in here aggressively. It's tough when it gets below 0. Once you hit negatives on temperatures, it is not that much fun. When these barns were designed to have cows in them to keep everything warm, and when you don't have those, they don't have insulation and stuff like that. They're just not meant that way, right? Beard is freezing cold. I got a haircut yesterday from my girlfriend, and she asked about trimming up the beard, but I think it's the only thing keeping me warm. So, about my pipes freezing, it was 40 something degrees in that room this morning. Oh, last night, even into this morning, and they still froze. It is just so cold once it leaves warm area. But clearly we got to get a pipe to fix that tomorrow. I got the water slowly dripping in my house so we don't have frozen pipes again. Oh, no water coming in. But I'll get them checked up and then I'll go make dinner. I'm over the cold. A lot of people ask why I ever moved to New York when I moved. Yeah, I don't know. The challenge. Someday I'll probably regret it, but I regret it right now, actually. Alrighty. Appreciate you guys watching along. Kenworth is back going. We got a bunch of things to do with it. I'm excited for it. People keep asking about the bin teardown and move. Yes, that's the biggest part right there, the Kenworth. We got my gooseneck, we got the Kenworth, but in order to move a piece of equipment that can take things down, we need the Landau. So, see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.